It's Monday morning and I'm going to record this all again because this microphone here went flat. We're just on. I'm here with Harry. Harry's filming for Expert Trades, which is the whole job we're doing in Uttoxeter.
Supposed to be filming.
We're trying. We've already come to a dead end. We've got the board out, we started filming all the Schneider stuff and where it's going to go, and the wall's been finally blasted. But we're struggling to find out. You know, normally fuse boards are, when we buy them, fuse box, the Hager ones are fit double stack, they all come pre-made and we just have to slot the RCBOs in. MCBs, RCDs, whichever you want to go for. But Schneider stuff, like I fitted the one at my house, it comes empty, so you have to pre-make it all with the RCBOs and fly leads and the SPD kits. But with a doubled in board, you've got your main switch here, which links down to what is, I can't think right now, and no one can understand what I'm on about or try and fathom. It hasn't come with what I would say is a link through, a pass-through switch, which literally just has the tails going in that feeds straight through to the neutral and the live at the bottom. It hasn't come with that, and it's now put me stood here for another day, Harry stood here for another day, not managed to film anything. We're trying to get hold of people to send us one, or we've rang 6 wholesalers so far locally, and no one stocks the Schneider stuff.
I'm currently trying to learn how to wire a fuse board, so I know
Harry just had E-Fix up a second ago.
That's not it, is it?
No, that's your surge. So we're really struggling on not wasting another day, because I can't do the fuse board next door because we haven't really second fixed any of that. We've done bits. I haven't got enough tails to go and do the stuff on the outside because that's being run in flexi conduit and there's loads of stuff to be done still next door, which was going to be done in the new year really. But this needs to be done today, and I physically can't, within a 25-mile range of here, no one stocks Schneider, and then no one on top can fathom what that's called below. I literally even rang Dave Savory, the godfather of all knowledge to electrical industry, and he doesn't even know what it's called because he's never fitted a double DIN one. You know, I set the power bank up, everyone started stealing, even though there's literally plugs there, the plugs anyway. I've put the rope lighting up, we've got the wall all set up in here, ready to go, cables, and we're stuffed. So I'll try and get back to you in a little bit and see where we stand. If not, me and Harry go and pub, yeah?
Was in?
Pub, Christmas time. Right, I'm in the unit. I'm trying to find something to do today because I don't want to keep hemorrhaging money, and that is honestly what I've done for the past 2 weeks. The Rewire job that we've been doing, it's a partial rewire. We did the Flexicon upstairs. They haven't it plastered at the moment, so they want some power up there. So the plan with that, obviously we've got our new cables that are all linked in. Upstairs lights are pretty much done. That's power dropped down. The existing power is still on because the old lights still work, if you can remember, for the bathroom. So the plan is to splice into the old feed off one of the old pendants to power up both bedrooms with new pendants and get the switches wired up for Christmas time so they can decorate, they can do what they want, they can paint, put carpet down and get a finished room. And then after Christmas, when we're back, when we start downstairs, we can disconnect that, we can run the cables where we need to, and disconnect the old lights, do the bathroom. That's the plan. I'm just waiting for the customer to message me back to see if they've left a key for me somewhere, hopefully. I've got some pendants out, got some switches out. Just gonna wait for that. I have a bit of a tidy up in here because there's some stuff in here that I need to move. Like I took my microwave to work with me and never ended up using it. Got FlexiCan out for the ring stuff. I've got bits and bobs that I just need to sort. I've got doing tomorrow an aircon unit supply at my brother's work because aircon's going in, so that was booked in. And then I'm back, obviously, on Friday to try and do that fuse board, which is so annoying. Half and half, I'd say 50-50 to blame. 50% they should have made sure that all the products that were sent were ready. But 50% is the products have been sat there, honestly, for 4 months. I should have had the thought to go, I need to just double check this is all here. So this, when we come to film it, we've got everything. But I've not had the time, I've not thought, I've just trusted that someone would have done what they should have done to start with, which by now you would have thought I would have learned. This whole couple of weeks is just me going, I'm an idiot, you should do more, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm going to try and get some stuff sorted here, and hopefully we're going to get the key in a little bit a nip across the other job, so I'll show you what I'm doing there. Right, the day made, I say saved, I'll be able to earn a little bit of money today. I've had a phone call, forgot about the ring alarm. Oh, I'll come to that in a second actually. I've just had an old lady ring me from one of the neighbours of another old lady that I work for, and her extractor fan's broke. She says, oh, don't worry if you can't get it in before Christmas. And normally when people say that, you think, well, I won't. But because of today, it's just gone, I've got more bad news as well, because today it's just gone the way it has. I said, I'll tell you what, I've got a couple of hours. I was just going to go home. I thought, I'll go and grab one, we'll go fit it, we'll do the jobby, and yeah. But then my brother's also rang, and the aircon unit that I'm meant to be doing tomorrow, the aircon is stuck in a port somewhere, so I can't, I was just checking the microphone's on, I can't go and fit that, so I'm going to do some data cables, and the guy never had left a key out, so I'm going to do that tomorrow, so I've got the stuff here. It's just, alrighty then. So I'm going to go pick an inline fan up, and hopefully it'll just be the inline fan, it won't be the kit. I don't need a kit because everything will be there. Have a look at the ducting, see what's wrong with it. It's not a timed fan, but I always just buy a timed fan and link it through in case they ever want one in the future. We don't have to change the fan around and waste the money. So just grab the fan. I'll try and get some footage in the loft. God, I'm cold. I've put some lip salve on. My lips are freezing. I'm like, the unit is cold. It was warmer outside. Anyway, let me check the microphone's on. Yeah, it's on. Just picked that up. £75 plus the VAT. It was actually empty, but I wrote that on there so I can tell the customer that. Honestly, that's what £75 plus the VAT. It was £4 difference just to buy a kit compared to it is by itself. So I bought that. So what I was also going to say earlier, because I completely forgot, was the ring alarm system that I've got. They sent me for the unit. I like it so much, honestly, that I've purchased it myself on Amazon. So it was 40% off if I did it through Ring, but I didn't want to wait. I saw there was also a deal on Amazon, so I got a 10-piece kit for my house, and I know I've got a boundary alarm system that I did there, but the way the app works on Ring and the way I've got loads of Ring products, I would prefer to fit that way all incorporated within one app. I always said it when I leave, I can see what time it was set, like if it goes off, my phone goes off straight away. Like, I like the simplicity of all being in one place, and I'd happily forked out with no discount whatsoever from Ring. But I'm not going to film at my house because you've already seen me do it before. But yeah, that's what I was getting at earlier. So I would recommend it because I've now brought one for my own house. Brought. No, I brought it with me, but I bought it. I've got it. If I got it, let me know. Yeah, I'm just going to fit this. Right, I can talk now. I've isolated all this. So what I was poking at here, you've got a lot of water just sat, excess ducting, which just isn't needed. I can feel, oh, it's just gone down there. There was water sat in that. Decent fan. I've fitted loads of these in the past. It is a timed fan. Thank God. We'll soon find out. I'm going to get all this stripped back. There's way too much ducting. It's losing suction massively because there's so much ducting, and water will sit in it. We'll try and seal it up a bit and make sure that we're not going to have this problem again with the leaking. And I think it's just an old fan that's had a lot of moisture in it, and it's just grinding because it's either just full of stuff or the motor's just packing in. I've just stripped it out. There's actually a lot of water sat within the fan, like still in it. Once it's been doing its job. Oh, that's absolutely gross and wet. Wish I had my gloves. I'm going to pull some of this insulation back, cut some of this back, and see if there's a frame or something that we can support it on, just to give us a bit of a better platform, really. I've just started moving some stuff out the way. That's the first time I've seen a beer can. 10 extra. That's the expiration date on this. The 12th of Jan 93. That's that's a year younger than me, and that can is what's that, 93, so this can is 20. Is it 20? No, 10 years younger than Adam, that is. Older. God, get it right, Nick, Christ. Right, so we've got a cross member here, which is close, but we can get a nice bend on that. So it comes up, a lot of suction here, and we'll pull this all tight, and reattach this. And what I'm probably going to do is stick some loft insulation under it, give that a bit of a dip. So it's got a bit of a thing, gradient, angle, whatever. This is the best of the situation we've got. You can see how much spare ducting I've cut off of each, which is silly really. I mean, that's crumpled up as well. That goes straight into the floor, up, into the ducting, straight across. I'm gonna raise this up just ever so slightly. I think, should I? No, I'm gonna give it a go. I'll turn it on, see how we fare, and I'm gonna take this beer can down for the customer so they can see this. But yeah, it's gonna work so much better there. And what I'm gonna do is stick all the loft insulation across the top of the stuff I've took out, around the fan as well, so it's gonna muffle the sound a little bit. Purring like a kitten. Let's stick this back on top. Also, I had a guy called Tony message me on Instagram the other day, says he watched the channel and everything, and sort of out of nowhere, he just said, what bit of advice would you give your younger self? And I presume that was like to do, I think he said to do with work and everything like that. And my response was, don't rush stuff and do the job like the world is going to see it. Obviously, that's what I'm doing now because the world does see it. But I used to take too much stuff on, rush stuff. The finish was poor on some jobs just to get to the next one. And I go to bed thinking about it that night, thinking, oh God, you know, I hope no one sees that, or that wasn't level, or I didn't double check, you know, the cable clips properly, or that's just for example. But if you're starting off self-employed and you're going by yourself, don't rush. Honestly, take the time methodically in your head, step back, look at it. Would you be happy with the world seeing the way that job is? If you are, perfect. If you're not, try harder or do better or spend a bit more time doing it. That's all I'm saying. That was the advice I give, and nice guy. But yeah, that's all working. Jump down with the customer now. The fan was £75 plus the VAT. I'm going to fit that for £60 plus the VAT. So that's the price I just charged. Job done. Check. Luckily, I do have the thing. It was nothing worse back in the day when you would get a cheque, go all the way to the bank, which would never happen, never go into Stafford Town Centre, ever. If anyone ever comes to visit Stafford, don't go into the middle of it, because you'll never get out, ever, because there's that many traffic lights. But now I've got Barclays for my business, so I can just take a picture of it from home, and it'll be uploaded instantaneously. Good end to a bad day, and I will see you tomorrow. It is Tuesday morning. And I'm all alone. There's no one here besides me. I'm at my brother's work. First of all, show this off. My kids have been, you know, the whole KSI Logan Paul Prime drink. You might have heard the craze about it. Don't get me wrong, it's nice, and I've had some, and I like it. But we couldn't get hold of any. The kids asked for a bottle for Christmas. What life has come to when you ask for a bottle of drink for Christmas. Anyway, whether I found them on Facebook, some woman was making little packages up. In America, these bottles, I mean, even in the UK, these bottles are £2, 19p each. And a lady was selling them on Facebook, and she's done a little gift wrap thing to almost compliment the price. We paid £15 each for that, for a bottle of drink, and then she's chucked in some sweets. Really, 4 Freddos and a Malwam. £15. I mean, I've got 3 kids, and maybe half bought 4, so one's for me. So. Anyway, I'm not going to be able to drink it because I'm going to die soon, because that's my ladders there. And just above that, another 1.5 meters is security, excuse me, Mr. Carr, is a security camera that I need to take down, because that now is being moved into this building for my brother's work. It was nice knowing you. Thank you all for subscribing over the years. On my tombstone, could you write 100,000 subscribers like Nick had? That would be mint, because someone would believe it. I'm going to get my brother to foot the ladder. And one of the things where you say, don't try this at home, kids. You shouldn't try this at home. I fitted this years ago with my dad used to be a painter and decorator before he passed away, bless him. And he used to have loads of ladders, as you can imagine. He was a painter. And I remember it was about 8 years ago I fit that with one of his massive set of ladders. Massive, so I didn't have an issue with it. It was good fun. I actually parked my van behind it to foot it because I didn't have an apprentice back then. But these ladders are a lot smaller. So
well, if the video carries on afterwards, I mean, I was telling my brother, if I do die, please edit this and put it on my channel so people can see what happens. So, wish me luck.
As if you lot believe me that I use them very unsafe ladders to get up there, and I quickly went to the cherry picker and got my license, and I coned off the area around. I did a risk assessment, and I had a buddy, so I had like a thunder buddy, like it's called a cherry picker buddy, down below in case there's any danger, and everyone got it, so it was fine. So I've just moved the ladder across over here. It's got a drill through here. There's a Cat6 cable up in the ceiling as well. Drill that through this beautiful thing. The cherry pickers had to go back straight away. I only hide it for, I think it was about 6 minutes. So we've moved the ladders over here. And yeah, drill that one through. This one, I've got 3 to drill through. So the one we just took down is going on the far side. We've got 1 at the entrance and 1 here for the car park. Delicious. So I can't film any of this with one hand, so you have to wait, sorry. Just too good. There's a little cable. There's a little rod. Can you see that? Yeah, I could see that on the camera. I've just lifted the roof tile up in there. A lump of lost insulation just hit me in the face. So, yummy. Right, we've got they're being plugged in and it's being run around. Brother's here again. Hello, Ollie. God, how slim I look, Ol. Oh, it's weight loss. 1.5 stone. Oh, you say so. What? Absolutely disgusting. We're just plodding with cameras for a little bit, and then I've got to run 5 Ethernet points because we ran out of cat cable, if you remember last time. So I've got to go pull lengths off. Still funny. Cut them all to length, and then I'm going to jump up in the loft myself, put up, bring them down. Probably get one of these, not my Adam, my brother's Adam, Ol's Adam, or Ol to give me a hand. Just because I have to go in the loft. It's not as fun when you're by yourself. Yeah. I'll show you something interesting in a little bit, okay? Oh, right, I'm in the loft. Obviously, I can tell I'm in a loft. I know, keep your sanity. Finished my brother's, so I'm over at the job, which is the partial rewire, which we've been doing. The ceilings are all being boarded. The plasterers here at the moment doing the little bedroom. But I've got to get power to the bedrooms off the lighting circuit, but pinch it off the old. So what we did, the permanent feed comes up here, goes to this bedroom, goes to that bedroom, goes to that bedroom, and then comes back here, which is labelled up here. It's a bathroom feed. But I've just noticed this little cheeky monkey here. So what I'm going to do is put a plug on that, because that's just for that. Plug on that for the time being. Because none of the cables have been pulled through the ceiling, I'm going to just drill down, because we know where centres are, poke them down. I can make them off down here, downstairs, do the switches, and then come up here and put a plug on it, turn it on. So over Christmas period, they can get it decorated and all the stuff they want to do. That was itchy. Right, we've got 2 2-cores and a 3-core. 3-core is our switch, because I thought it would be nice to bring a neutral to the switch. Just going to stick some pendants up. I need Adam. Stick some pendants up, do the switches, and then we literally just put a plug on it, and it should be simple as that. Fingers crossed.
Right, I didn't record any more of that. First of all, it was itchy. Second of all, I killed the plasterer and buried him in the loft. Yeah, that was done. That was quite simple. I was there for about an hour. But I did forget about this job because I never rebooked it in. But if you remember why I have brought this, it's not for me, I don't like wine. This is for the customer I trashed their wall doing the extractor fan. Just checking the microphone's on. So I'm going to go and fit the extractor, give them this, say sorry, and send them an invoice. So we'll go see how good their plastering work is.
They don't even like wine. Plastered. Take the bag out. It's just going to allow me to get my fixings in now. That's going to pop under the pipes. I haven't got any trunking. I will do it at some point. Just going to get it working just so building control can tick it off like we said. Get the grill on the outside. The customer supplied a flappy one. They go that way, and then when the extractor sucks the air in, it shuts up like that.
Done. Show you outside. Grill, flappy, done. Right. All loads of stuff, that's not off Amazon. Oh, oops, a lot of stuff. What am I going to do now? Just got to change the time on the sensor in there. Now I'm going to go to the unit and empty everything out because tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to Warwick Castle for 2 days, which is going to be sick. I get to have a Christmas dinner with the elves. They come knock on your door and they go, come follow me for Christmas dinner. I'm like, yep, I will follow you for Christmas dinner. I've starved myself for the past 3 weeks. And now, anyway, yeah, I'll see you at the unit. There we have it. This has obviously come out the Christmas Day box, and I haven't decided yet. To all the people that said about on the last comment on the last weekly video, which I greatly appreciate all the comments, I always do, so thank you very much, about, oh, don't worry about putting on Christmas, focus on your family. The videos are all pre-recorded, they're pre-edited, and they're scheduled, so I'm not sat there on Christmas Day going, upload. It does it all itself, so if it comes out on Christmas, because some people don't have family, they don't have much to do, and if they want to watch a video, they would appreciate that, then it brings a smile to the face, then brilliant. If not, watch it later on in the holiday season when you're not with the family and friends and kids and life in general. Don't worry about it. But it'll be there, be either Christmas Day or Boxing Day, I'm not sure yet. But like I said, no footage. I'll try and get some Friday. I'll try to get a bit more than I usually would for you guys, because obviously you're missing Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, normally that's when we start going downhill in the week, isn't it? Let's be honest. But being out over Christmas time, keep an eye on your tools. If you've got power tools in the van or anything expensive tested, bring them inside. Most of my stuff will be out the van. It'll either be in my house or in my unit. If you know where my unit is, it won't be in the unit, so don't even think about it. And anyway, I'll see you Friday. It is Friday morning, 2 days before Christmas. I've had 2 days off. Spent a fortune. Warwick Castle, if anyone wants to go to Warwick Castle, absolute wicked. Great with the family. Just everything costs a fortune. We bought swords and shields for the kids. I also bought a sword. We had a sword fight. Come on. Yeah, we had a little log cabin. I don't even think I'd say any downside. My other half slept in the double bed with my daughter because my daughter wanted to sleep in there, which is fine. I thought, oh, I'll bunk in with the lads. We had a bunk bed, and then there was a slide out bed on the bottom. If you want to sleep on what feels like a smouldering log fire, that's the place to go. That's what my bed was like. It was next to a storage heater where the neon blinds you through the slats. Couldn't get comfortable. I'm too long. My feet went off the edge of the bed, but there was a wooden slat that was higher than the mattress, so I had to slide my feet under my son's bed to then be woken up about 5:30 in the morning. I was like, oh, I can't breathe. So I kicked the duvet off me, but that didn't help. I still couldn't breathe. So what my lad had done was in the night, like he does, as all kids do, is push his own duvet off the edge of the bed onto my face. So I woke up horrendously sweaty, panicked, back hurt, face this side completely charcoaled from the heater. And yeah, and then the double bed, I've never known a bed so noisy. Honestly, in the middle of the night, if I had a fly had landed up on the mattress, what was that? So, other than that, fantastic. Just don't sleep there. And if you do, sleep in your car. Annoyingly, because I emptied everything out my unit, I'm now at the unit to go and get everything back in just for the one job. But I bought the lads, because it's obviously Friday, last day of work, I bought some chocolate muffins and have a bit of a laugh today. That's the plan. We're doing the Snyder fuse board. The stuff, I nearly left it at home. The stuff arrived that they forgot to send me a couple of weeks ago for the job on Monday. So we're going to get it installed. We're going to get a bit of footage. But Harry, the cameraman for Expert, lovely chap, he is going to be recording me for their video. But equally, we're going to do a few little bits for me. And he's going to edit and send me the footage across. So it's going to be my standalone video and his. But he's editing also. We'll see how good it is. You know, see if we get all the right angles and, you know what I'm saying, bro. It's 2:30 or 2:45-ish. You can see there's power, the boiler's on. I've got my lights plugged in.
It's Christmas time, so let's be positive. Right, that's enough of that. I can move on now. I'm disappointed. Honestly is the word I would use for trying to fit this 3 times now. Board is on, trunking is on. We've just had issues. This is, I wouldn't say it's a dig at Schneider, but if you're sending people products, because it wasn't sent for me, it was sent for the job for any electrician to fit. And I think for them, unfortunately, it was me that had to fit it, because obviously I can verbalise of different things. I never like to be too negative about things. I don't want to annoy people, but it's nice to tell the truth and show off what things are like. We got sent 22 32 amp RCBOs. As I sent a list across ages ago of what we will roughly need, I got sent 22 32 amp RCBOs and 1 6 amp RCBO. This is for 2 houses, for a double stack board and a single stack board. The link leads for the SPDs weren't long enough. And obviously as well, we had the issue earlier on in the week where the main terminal blocks for the second in rail weren't here. They turned up yesterday, recorded delivery for signature. Brilliant, good for them. But if you do send in stuff for people to do stuff on videos, it has to be right. It has to be checked and triple checked that what is there is everything they need. It can't just be a list to someone in the warehouse who's just picking it up and putting it in a box. This new stuff, in my eyes, needs to be ticked off by 3 people to say, yeah, perfect, we've got everything. Because we've only managed to do half the board. I've only managed to get 1 lighting circuit on because there's not enough RCBOs. Yes, not all the lighting circuits need to go on because there's some that are disconnected still the other end. But I just think they could have done better in the nicest, politest way that I can physically verbalise it to you lot. They should have just done better of trying to organise stuff. But yeah, is it a nice looking board? Absolutely. Are the RCBOs slightly annoying because you've got an earth fly lead? Yeah. Other brands don't have it. I don't see why the Schneider still have earth fly leads on their RCBOs. It's a thing of the past, but they still have. It just takes up more time in the board, and it doesn't make the board look as neat because they're such thin cables. It doesn't go where you want it to go. But other than that, it's on. It's Friday. I'm gonna go back to the unit now, empty the van again. I'm gonna go home, and now I am finished for Christmas. So not too much of a down at the end of the day. I still enjoyed my time today with Harry. We've had a chat. We've had some chocolate muffins that I bought. Oh. But it is what it is. It's on and it works. It just took longer than it should have done. And thanks to the guy in CEF locally to me. This is not Stafford one, this is someone else. And I said, have you got any 6 amps? He said, yeah, we've got 3. I was like, well, I need 5, but 3 will do. I said, well, I'm about half an hour away. He says, oh, sure enough, for Christmas of 15 minutes. Then he went to check if I had an account. I said, I have an account with CEF, I don't use it. And he said, oh, the last time you used your account was 7 years ago, so you're gonna have to pay for it. I was like, why was it 7 years ago? I was like, I fell out with my local branch years ago due to silly things. He was like, oh, well, you ain't gonna make it, mate. I'm really sorry. I was like, don't worry about it. It's fine. You're on my list. So anyway, everyone have a fantastic New Year and Merry Christmas, because I know this is after Christmas now, but have, oh no, this is on Christmas Day. Have a lovely Christmas Day, have a drink for me. Thank you all so much for watching over the past 3 years now. Thank you for commenting, thank you for sticking with us, and hopefully there's more to come in the new year. So we'll see you then. Thank you very much, and good night. That felt weird. Take care now. Bye-bye then.